if you're using Facebook lead form, you always have this issue of, like, I wouldn't say that all of them are fake, but there will be a big chance of them, the leads are not of, not really of high quality. That's the problem that we are facing right now. So how do we avoid this thing now? First thing first, you need to really understand Facebook lead form is a mechanism that helps Facebook advertisers, capture information of the audience in the quickest way. Meaning, when you're creating the lead form, a lot of things are pre-filled, right? The name, the phone number, the email addresses, and all that. These are the information that you can actually make it pre-filled. So if you do not add any additional questions, it is just a couple of clicks, people can actually just give away their information. And that could be something that can be done mistakenly or accidentally. So the rule of thumb of reducing fake leads, the first thing we would always do is we would try to increase the number of questions. As in, like, do not just get phone number, email address, and and the name. Try to ask something that is relevant to your business. Like, for example, like anything that is related. Like, for example, when we do developers, when we do real estate campaign, we will always ask, are you looking to buy this for your own use or investment purpose? And what is the price range of the product or the property that you're looking for? These are the questions that you can ask to pre-qualify or to further qualify your audience before they come in. So when you have additional questions, it's a lot harder for them to really just accidentally press the thing and come in. So that's the thing. Now, on top of that, do not just do the pre-fill or drop-down questions. If you can actually ask another question that requires them to fill in something. As in, like, can you tell us more about your need when you're buying a property? So just give them a box or a blank box for them to key in. So these are things that we can actually do to stop these people from accidentally coming in. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, the second thing we always need to bear in mind when we are running lead gen ads on Facebook usually when you're running ads on Facebook, usually when you're doing lead gen ads, especially if you're using the lead form, these people requires quite an instant reply from you. So the next thing we always recommend our clients to do is try to set up simple automation. As in, like, automation means, like, for example, once a person sign up as a lead, you can actually use Zapier integration or anything that is really, similar to that actually sends either that we can route them to an email service provider that sends them email right away, or we can even integrate some software that can actually send out WhatsApp or SMS right away. That would actually help your audience to get instant reply from you if there's anything that can actually start talking to you right away. So the automation is the key. Okay, because a lot of these issues when I talk to audiences or my clients who actually run lead gen ads, a lot of time they respond to the leads slow, as in, like, they probably do it once a week. So when you have this kind of situation, it's totally normal to get answers like, I forgot, when did I submit my info to you? Or you're a spam, how can you actually get my number? Oh, I did not do this. This actually is why a lot of time when you talk to your lead, when you respond, when you call them and contact them, they always come and say that, I did not do this, because they forgot. We are so forgetful on social media, remember? So automation, instant reply if you can, because the rule of thumb is you need to actually get back to your audience within 4 hours. That's the best time. But if you can't do it, then at least we do it within 24 hours. That will help you reduce the, so-called, like those awkward response that says, I did not do this. How do you get my number and stuff like that, right? So that's the second thing. And on top of that, we always understand when we are running lead form campaign, the costs are usually cheaper. So we always have a benchmark where we always expect there's only like about 20 to 30% of the leads are actionable, meaning 70 to 80% of these people are probably not ready or clicking accidentally and all that. But of course, if you do the first two things, we are hoping to reduce the ratio further. But usually that's the problem. So if, let's say, for example, if you compare to your website, like you probably on website, you get cost per lead is about like $50. But when you're doing lead gen on Facebook, the cost per lead is about $5. So if you actually plus minus, right, if you take 20% of them actionable, cost per lead is still actually cheaper than the cost per lead when you're doing it on the website. So that's something that we kind of like expect, and as long as it's within the budget that we are comfortable with, that we actually understand. Because another thing that a lot of lead gen businesses do not do is when they are running lead gen ads, they always only handle the new leads, but they don't really pay attention on nurturing the old leads. Because here's the thing, especially if you do businesses like insurance, real estate, property, and all that, these people come in, they may not be ready right now, but doesn't mean that they won't be ready in the future. So it really is something that if it's worth doing, if you have the capacity to do something that actually nurtures the leads. It's really something that can be quite impactful if you do it right. So yeah, that's really something that I would recommend. So that's really summarized on how we can actually reduce the so-called fake leads or improve the lead quality of the responsiveness of the leads. Like we're hoping to get maybe 30 to 40% actionable leads from 100 that we get, right? But there are things that we need to do that. But of course, on top of that, there are many things that in the campaign itself can help you get better results with Facebook ads campaign. So if you're running lead gen ads, aside from the fake leads that you're talking about, if you have some questions about how can I bring the cost per lead down, is there any way I can optimize my Facebook ads campaign to reach the right people, or to overhaul the entire strategy for your business, I would actually recommend that you sign up for this gig of mine. So this is a gig where I would spend time analyzing a campaign together with you. And from there, we will find out what are the things that you are doing right or wrong, and how can we optimize, is there any questions that we can add in to bring the bring the quality, lead quality up? Is there any process that we can optimize in between in order to increase the responsiveness of the leads and stuff like that? So yeah, so this is something that we can actually work together, especially for existing Facebook lead gen advertisers like you. So all you need to do is scan this QR code. It will take you to my Fiverr gig. All you need to do is buy me a dinner. Then you can actually schedule a 30 minutes one-on-one discussion with me on, how to take your campaign to the next level.